You ever notice how so many stories, everything from ancient myths to the latest blockbuster, kind of follow the same hidden script? It feels familiar, right? Like we've heard it before, even when it's brand new. Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on that powerful hidden pattern, this blueprint that shapes the stories we just can't get enough of. So let's just start right there with that big question. Why does the story of some Greek hero feel so much like a fairy tale from Germany or a legend from the American plains? This isn't just some weird coincidence. Nope, it's a deep, recurring theme that's basically woven into the DNA of human storytelling. So that feeling of familiarity, that's not in your head. It's actually proof of a universal pattern, a narrative structure that connects with something really, really deep inside all of us, no matter where we're from or what century we live in. Okay, so to really get our heads around this pattern, we've got to turn to the work of the legendary mythologist Joseph Campbell. This guy spent his entire life studying the world's myths, and what he found was incredible, a single unifying story at the heart of them all. He called it the monomyth. And there it is, right from the man himself. That's the monomyth, or what you probably know as the hero's journey. It's this perfect cycle. You leave your normal, everyday life, you journey into this amazing, strange land of marvels, and you come back totally changed. Campbell breaks this whole thing down into a really simple 3-act structure. It's great. First, you've got separation. That's when the hero leaves their ordinary world. Second is initiation. This is where they face all sorts of trials in a strange new place. And finally, number 3, the return. They come back totally transformed with some kind of gift for their people. This 3-part cycle, that's our roadmap. All right, let's actually walk the path. We're going to start at the very beginning with Act 1, the separation. And you're about to see just how deep this pattern really goes. You know, every single journey has to start with a call. Something happens that just yanks the hero out of their boring everyday life and sets them on a path to who knows what. It's that moment when destiny literally comes knocking on the door. And these examples are just perfect. For King Arthur, it's a super weird creature. For an Arapaho girl, it's a porcupine that leads her up a magic tree into the sky. And for the Buddha, it's seeing, for the first time, what human suffering really is. See? The details are all different, but the job is the same. The ordinary world is officially over. So once the hero's like, okay, fine, I'll go, they almost always meet some kind of mentor or protector. This figure gives them something they're gonna need. A magic charm, a special weapon, maybe just a crucial piece of advice for the road ahead. Just think about the Greek hero Theseus, right? He has to go face the Minotaur in the labyrinth. His supernatural aid comes from Ariadne, and it's a ball of thread. It seems so small, but without it, the journey is impossible. That little tool is what makes the impossible, well, possible. Okay, this next step is this really intense symbolic moment. The hero gets swallowed up by the unknown, and for all intents and purposes, they seem to have died. This is the final break from their old self and their old world. It's a plunge into the realm of rebirth. And this idea of rebirth shows up in so many ways. It could be a literal dragon swallowing the hero whole. It could be getting shut in a tomb. Or think about Moses, put in a basket and cast adrift on the river. Every one of these images is about that moment of total wipeout, right before a spiritual comeback. So we've seen this pattern in all these ancient myths and legends. But here's where Campbell's idea goes from interesting to absolutely revolutionary. He said this isn't just a pattern for stories, it's a map for our own lives. Yeah, this is not some dusty old idea from the past. The hero's journey is alive and well. It's a living framework that perfectly describes the psychological journey we all go on when we face our own challenges, our own fears, and our own search for meaning. Man, I love this quote from Campbell. What a powerful image. All those ancient heroes, those mythic figures, they're not locked away in some old book. They're right here, right now, standing on a street corner, waiting for the light to change. They're us. So the monomyth, it's not really about slaying dragons. It's a blueprint for changing who you are. The journey out into the world is always a mirror for the journey inward, deep into your own mind. Let's make this super concrete. The labyrinth that the ancient hero had to navigate, for you, that's your big challenge, the complex problem you have to get through. The dragon they had to slay, that's your obstacle, the thing that's holding you back. And the golden fleece they were trying to get, that's your goal, the thing you're striving for. The names change, but the journey's the same. Which brings us to our last and maybe most important question. Why? I mean, why do we even need these stories? Why does this pattern hit us so hard, generation after generation? Well, it's because stories are fundamental to what makes us human. You see, stories are so much more than just entertainment. They're the glue that holds us together, creating shared identities in our families and our cultures. They give us a roadmap for how to get through life. They're so basic to who we are that they manage to survive even when everything else is gone. Seriously, this isn't just a hobby or a pastime. The need to tell stories and to hear them is a deep, profound part of our psychology. It's how we make sense of the world, and it's how we figure out our place in it. And so, in the end, that heroic pattern comes right back around to you. As we wrap this up, the real question isn't just about the stories we read, but about the story we're all living. So, what's your labyrinth? What call are you hearing? What adventure is out there waiting for you?